Hello, good morning. It is Monday, it's January. It's the 20th of January today. January's almost over already, I can't believe it. Yeah, my name's Samantha. I'm coming to you from the East Midlands in England, and this is my little Flosstube. Again, thank you to everybody who's watched my other Flosstubes. I appreciate it so much. I didn't think that I said this last week, I didn't think that so many people would want to watch, and lots of you have, and it's lovely, so thank you. If you haven't watched my vlogs before, what I do is I will do a little snippet Monday to Friday, and on Friday I smush them all together and upload onto my YouTube channel. How I pick my projects. I have got a video up that's got a little mini whip parade of my current projects that I have on this wheel. And what I do is I spin the wheel every morning to find out what I'm going to be stitching on for that day. And I'm finding this has been really helpful to get at least a few stitches on each project. The projects are split up into the projects are split up into different sections. So I have my Etsy patterns, a full coverage, a monochrome, a printed pattern, a kit, a fancy lady, and a PDF. And I just do this until it's complete, and then I replace it with another one from that same category. So what keeps happening though is I keep getting the same ones coming up all the time. It's crazy. So last week on Friday, because what I do is I'll spin Monday to Friday, and on Friday that's usually what I should be stitching over the weekend. Oh, my head style as well. I'm supposed to be stitching on my head style every single day. I've not been doing that last week, so I'm really far behind on that. So in fact, I'll show you that first. Let's have a look. Elegant Company on a Terrace is the one that I'm doing, which is this. I'm supposed to be doing 250, I don't even know what it's at now. It was 256 stitches a day, but then because I've missed some, so I'm using an app called Stitch Pal, and that tells me if I want this done, is that going to work? If I want this done by the 1st of December, I need to do 261 stitches a day. It's a free app. It's really good if you want to break down and see, like, if you want something done by a certain date. And it keeps track of everything. You just input however many stitches you've done on it. So far I have completed 2,581 stitches, which is not a lot. But as long as it's done by, wait, can we see this? As long as it's done by the end of the year, I will get all the patterns for it. I'm working on Sky. This is just the first page, and it gets released in parts. So we've had the first 4 pages, and then in April, maybe? I think it's April, might be May, I don't know. We'll get the next 4 pages, and then a few months later we'll get the next 4 pages. So you can either do it all at once. There's a lot of people who have completed their first pages already, and they're just waiting on the second instalment. Or you can just wait till the end of the year and just do it all once you have the complete pattern. It's entirely up to you. Depends on how you like to stitch as well. Some people like to do extreme cross country over the entire pattern, so they might want to wait. I'm doing Royal Rose in this, which is the first time I've done it, and I really, really enjoy it. I'm doing it 2/1. Yeah, 2/1. 10 stitch on 25 count easy guide. And yeah, it is going well. I just haven't had the time to sit down and stitch this week because I've been super, super busy. Right, so Friday, because yeah, well, I spend Monday to Friday, and my Friday pattern is what I'm supposed to stitch on over the weekend. That didn't happen. I did stitch on Friday though. I had spun up Totoro, which is my kit, and it is this one. And this I got a lot of white stitching done. I finished off the little blue guy and I did a bunch of white stitching up here. So I got some done. I'm almost finished with this page because the way that the pattern is it's kind of split into 4. So this top page is done. The bottom page is almost done. I have to leave the back stitch to the end though, because as you can see on that, it's like big sweeping bits of back stitch that need to be done. It's not just like tiny little bits. So all the back stitches are going to have to be done at the end. I'm doing this on 18 count white Ada, just with all the stuff that came in the kit. Right, so let's have a look and see what we're going to be stitching on today. So it's like early in the morning. I've not had my coffee yet. I feel like I'm a bit all over the place this morning. Right, let's have a wee look. What are we stitching on today? We're stitching on Totoro again. So literally what I've just showed you. What I'm going to try and do today is get this page finished, because it's just like there's a little gaps in there with the grey, then there's just a couple of gaps there, and then there's this section, and then there's like another round out this grass, there's some more grass in a different shade of green. So I'm gonna try really hard and get a page finish on this today, hopefully. We'll see how much time I end up with, because I do also want to put some time in onto my head style, and I've got a few other bits that I really want to work on today as well. I have another channel which is where I do all my, you can see behind me, all like yarny stuff, and I'm going to be starting doing vlogs over there today as well. So we'll see how much time I end up with, and hopefully I will try and get a page finish. That's the aim. The aim for today is to finish that page. We'll see how I actually get on with that. Okay, I will be back tomorrow. I hope everybody has a lovely day, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, good morning. How are you? Hope you're all doing fine. It is Tuesday. It is the 21st of January, and it's a little bit warmer today. I mean, it's not warm, obviously, but I'm feeling a little warmer. It's not frosty outside, it's not windy, it's not raining, so it's warmer, it's nice. Oh, we've had a bit of a busy morning. My little Alfie, my 10-year-old, has had a rather harrowing experience this morning. He put the wrong t-shirt on for school, and he's normally not prone to tantrums at all whatsoever. I don't think he slept very well, because he put the wrong t-shirt on for school. I asked him to change it into his school uniform t-shirt, and now I hate him. And everybody he knows in his entire life, who he's ever met, everybody hates him because he had to change the t-shirt. So that was fun. But yeah, he's at school now. He's fine. He was fine by the time he went to school. It just makes for a rather stressful morning. I think that's about the excitement though. Yesterday, didn't really do much. I did some stitching. I tried to get my Totoro finished. I'll show you what I've done. I tried to get my Totoro page finished and didn't quite make it, but it will absolutely, it's almost, there's like threads everywhere on this. But next time this spins, you can't even see it because it's white stitches. So if you can see, I've just got this bit in here to do. I've got a couple of stitches down there for the feet and a couple of stitches up here, like going around the blue thing. So next time this will definitely be finished. I was tempted to finish it this morning, but just with everything that was going on, I didn't really have time to sit and stitch, because I sometimes have like a little bit of time before school. Didn't have time this morning, so that will go away, and next time Thought I lost my phone there. Next time it gets spun up, then that page will definitely be finished and I will be moving the hoop onto the next page. So let's have a wee look and see what we're spinning today. I also didn't get any of my head start done because I was trying to get that page finished in the stitchy time that I had. But as long as it's done by December, it's fine. Right, what are we doing today? Xenia! So she's another one who, she's not a very big pattern and I really just need to carve out some time and get her done. Right, what one is she in? I think she's in this one. Yes. I will find a picture to show you. Blow up so you can actually see it. It is this one. It is a Nora Corbett. And this is where we are. I have started colour completing on this because I've got enough base stitches to count off to do the colour completing. I'm going to leave the bead right till the very end. So we're going to just work on this bottom bit of our dress, and then we've got another bit of dress to do over here, but not as much. See, this is the bit that I'm working on at the minute. Oh no, that's actually quite a big old chunk of dress there. But the top half is barely any stitching in, the top half. So, I'm going to work on this a bit today. This is on a 14? 16? I don't know, I can't remember, and I didn't write it down. I think it's a 16 count, but it might be a 14 count. It doesn't really matter. Tan coloured Ada. So it's fairly easy stitching. I just need to find the time to sit and do it. Because over December I didn't really have an awful lot of stitching time. So yeah, I feel like I'm so behind on everything. But now we're getting back into a routine, kind of, and I can start doing more stitching again. Okay, I will be back tomorrow with my progress on Xenia. And yeah, hopefully I'll get some done on it. Right, bye-bye. Hello, good morning. It is Wednesday. It is the 22nd of January. It is 6:30 in the morning. Couldn't sleep, so I thought I would get up, do my video, and then start some stitching. Oh, I did. So yesterday was a pretty non-eventful day. Yeah, I mostly just, I got a bit of stitching done and mostly just did some housework and did some work, and that was it. Played a bit of Warcraft, so not very exciting really. The bit of stitching I got done, I had spun up Xenia. Let's show you Xenia. Let's make her big. There we go. That is Xenia. She's my fancy lady, and she's by Nora Corbett. And I worked on this up here and finished this section of her dress. Wait, can we see that? There you go. Now, I know yesterday I was on about I'm colour complete and I'm going to colour complete this, and that's not really working out. I think I'm just going to do it in sections like I was originally doing it. It's just easier that way. Because colour completing means I'm going to have to move the hoop around, it means I'm having to do a lot more counting, so I'm just going to do it like this and complete it in sections. So this is the section that I have finished, and then I'll just move on and do this section next, and then this section, and I'll move the hoop and go over here. But I got a decent amount done in it. It actually looks like it's had some work done in it this time, which is nice, because normally I work on that and it doesn't really look like I've done much because there's bits here and there. Right, let's have a look. No, that's the wrong thing. Spin the wheel. I've set up a wheel as well for my other channel, my main channel, where I do all like my yarny stuff. I've set up a wheel for that as well, because it seems to be working okay on here and I'm getting stuff done. Right, let's see, what are we working on today? Alice. Alice is my full coverage piece. So let's show you Alice. It is Mini Snow White and Alice. It's artwork by Jasmine and Beckett Griffiths, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is where we're at with that so far. I'm in the process of converting it to Royal Rose. Because, as you can see, I was doing it on diagonals. And yeah, diagonals are just not really doing it for me. I'm not sure what it is. I just find it really, really awkward. Because I might have been doing it wrong. But I was doing diagonals and then parking to the right. And that just does weird things to my brain. So Royal Rose, you do 2 blocks and then park underneath, and that just seems to work better for me. So I'm doing this on Pattern Keeper. Let's have a look. No, Pattern Keeper is through. Pattern Keeper's on my tablet in the living room. So yeah, I'm trying to get some work done on that. I'm doing that on 28 count easy guide as well, which is not my favourite, I've discovered. I'm doing it 2 over 110 stitch, and my other full coverage that I'm doing is my Head Sal, and I'm doing that on 25 count, and I think I prefer that. But I've started it and I've got the fabric, so I will continue, and I'll do it on 28 count, and it'll be glorious. It'll be lovely. Yeah, there's quite. It's not going to be very exciting for a while because there's an awful lot of. See, we're up here, and there's just an awful lot of just 310, and then even going across the top, it's not that exciting for a while, but it's going to be beautiful when it's finished. So we shall persevere. Okay, and that's everything for today, I think. So I'll be back tomorrow with some progress on Alice for you. Okay, bye bye. Hello, good morning. It's Thursday, 23rd of January. Can't believe it's gone so fast. It is 7:30 in the morning, so I'm on very, very quickly this morning because we need to go start getting ready for school and all that sort of stuff. So yesterday I spun up Alice, and I've restarted Alice again because I've just done it on the other end of the fabric. Got the mess of this, I've just cut all the threads off because I had started doing it diagonally and then I'm converting it to Royal Rose. However, there was a couple of things when I went to work on it yesterday that were making it quite difficult, which I hadn't really noticed when I was just doing the 310 parts, but as soon as I got into the bits with colour, it started to get a little bit difficult. It seems that in my doing diagonals and then parking to the right, my brain just doesn't want to count that. So I had stitches in the wrong place, which is not good for how little I had done, because I had done less than 2,000 stitches, about maybe 1,600 I think, 1,1700. But yeah, I had struggled with the counting, and part of that was because if you use gridded fabric, it's in blocks of 10, but one of those blocks of 10 is the grey line where the grid is. So you can either start on the white square and end on a grey square, or start on a grey square and end on a white square. And it is like that horizontally and vertically. Now, I hope this is making sense. What I had done was in one of the directions I had started on the white and ended on a grey, and in the opposite direction I had started on the grey and ended on a white, which made for very difficult counting. I've never used gridded fabric before. I don't know like what was going through my brain at the time. But once I realised it, I was like, nah, I'll be fine, I'll carry on, I'll just remember. And I clearly didn't because I had made a few mistakes. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to restart it. It's not even worth the headache trying to fix it. And it's always, now that I've done a chunk of it, it's always going to have that grey line in the wrong place. So I have restarted it. I have got it set up properly, and I've done 400 stitches. It's 28 count fabric. I'm doing it 2 over 110 stitch. And we have a very, very exciting square of 400 stitches in 310. So, oh wait, I've not even showed you the picture of it. You would have just seen it anyway because it was what I spun up yesterday. But this is it. So I'm going to do that and just go, I'm not even going to do it as like page finishes, I'm just going to go right on the top, and it should, I've counted it out, it should come to just past the edge of here, and then I'll do that and just work my way down. So yes, it's a lovely pattern. I really, really, really want the finished piece, and it was my first full coverage. This is the 3rd time I'm restarting it. Hopefully 3rd time is the charm. Right. Oh god, we have to like wait on ads now. No. Right. Let's have a look and see what I'm stitching today, now that I have the ads are gone. Ravens! Okay, so that is my monochrome piece. There we go. And this has come up quite a few times recently, actually. There we go. Oh, no, my box is falling over. So I've got all my stitching in a box there, and it's sitting on top of my sewing chair. And as I've like going to pull the thing out, the whole box is just going, ooh. It's fine. Right, where are we? My ravens, which are being slightly less cursed these days, which is nice. This is going to be my starting point. I'm working on this section here, page 6. It is getting there very slowly, but it is getting there. This is a 28 count, even weave of some description. I'm using DMC 4245, which is a variegated wood purple. And yeah, let's see how much of that I can get done today. It would be, I've had this as a whip for a really long time now. It would be nice to get it finished. Okay, I'm going to go and get ready for school. It's crazy, like I left school about 30 years ago and yet here I am, still getting up for school every morning. Right, I'll be back tomorrow, and tomorrow will be the final spin for the week and smooshing everything together and see what I've been up to this week and uploading it for you. So yes, I'm gonna go. I will see you tomorrow, and yeah, bye. Hello! It is Friday, it is the 24th of January, and it's the end of the week. Today's the day that I take all the clips from the week and smoosh them together for your viewing pleasure and see what I'm going to be stitching on over the weekend. Yesterday, what did I do yesterday? I did a little bit of stitching, I did just general work stuff, dyed my hair, and yeah, that was about it really. It was quite a non-eventful day. Last night the kids had their gaming night with their dads, so I had a gaming night with my boyfriend. So yeah, I mean, to be clear, me and my dad are separated. He lives about an hour and a half away, so he sees him every second weekend, and then on the weeks in between they have a couple of gaming nights. So yeah, it's something that they can still carry on doing together, and they can get on the headsets and talk and things like that. So it's nice, they enjoy it. Right, yesterday, what did I do yesterday? I spun ravens, which is this one. It's from Cross Stitch Gold or something. I don't know, it's an Etsy shop. It's one of these like weirdly named Etsy shops. It is still available. I got it ages ago. I'll link it down below. I don't know if I've said this at all actually. Anything that I talk about or anybody that I talk about, I'll link them all down below. If I forget anything or anybody, I apologise. But if there's anything that you want to ask me, even if it's not to do with like this Flosstube episode, just leave me on words. Message. No. Comment. Comment. I'll get there eventually. So I don't know. I have ADHD. Sometimes the words they're just not. They're there. They're not quite there. It's funny. So my boyfriend's Italian. He didn't learn English until like, because in Italy they don't tend to really learn English. They don't really tend to speak a lot of English. So he didn't learn English till later on. He's been here for like 10 years or so now, but he it's funny, I'm the one who has a degree in writing, I'm the one who's a published writer, and he has to like help me with my English because sometimes the words are just thankfully he has very good English, he's a very clever boy, but yeah, sometimes he has to like guess what I'm saying and try and work it out. Bless him. Right, anyway, ravens, I'm doing it. I'll show you. Did I show you this already? This is what I got done. I did this big swirly bit. I did some of these bits up here and a little bit over here. Yeah, that's it. It's DMC 4245, which is this purple blue kind of colour. This is a 28 count even weave. And yeah, it's quite nice to stitch on. So let's have a wee look. What am I going to be stitching on over the weekend? We are continuing with the ravens, which is nice. I would like to get, I don't have an awful lot left on that page because it's, let me show you. So that's, wait a minute, where am I? This big swirl here is the one that I just showed you. So I've done like that, it's this page here, if you can see where my mouse is. So I've done that big swirl there, so it's like this bit here that I need to do now. So that shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna try and get a page finished this week, over the weekend. Like, well, between today and over the weekend. I need to catch up on my head sal because I'm so far behind on that. I've done barely anything on it this week. So I would like to get a reasonable amount of that done so that when it comes to Monday I can go, look at what I've done. And it be more than, you know, half a dozen stitches. I don't think we have much planned for the weekend, so I should get some stitching time in. We had planned to go for a hike, but we've had like severe weather warnings put in place because of the wind. There's yet another storm. There's been so many storms between the end of last year and the beginning of this year. There've been so many storms in this country, and I know that this country does not get as bad as other countries, and I feel bad for everybody who has to deal with like the worst weather. But for this country, we're not equipped to deal with anything, so it's not great when it happens here. There's a lot of where I live in Loughborough, it's like a small town, but we have a lot of canals, and the storms a couple of weeks ago, we had really, really bad flooding. There's lots of people have lost their homes and things through that, which was not pleasant. But to be fair, the council around here are really good and everything's almost back to normal now. They've helped a lot of people with repairing things and getting their homes back on track and stuff like that. So yeah, it's everything's kind of back to normalish now. Right, I'm going to go because I'm waffling. I'm going to get all these edited together for you. And so if there's anything that I talk about that I haven't linked, or anything that you just want to ask me, just comment. Just leave me a nice comment. Thank you to everybody who has watched my previous Flosstubes. I can't believe how many people have watched. It's crazy. I have new subscribers, which is wonderful. Thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully the more that people like comment and like and subscribe, the more the YouTube algorithm is like, oh, people like this, and then they push it out. So not just for me, anybody that you watch, you can just put a like on it. Or I know a lot of people watch on TV. I watch a lot of YouTube on TV, so I tend to not leave comments, but you can leave likes on the TV. So I try and do that because it helps a lot. Complete tangent. YouTube are trying to push out smaller channels now, so you should be seeing a lot more like different smaller new channels coming up on your feeds, because YouTube are actively trying to push those. So yeah, if you see smaller channels coming up and you like their content, just give them a wee like. If you're able to, then leave them a wee comment. If you subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything, and once you're subscribed, there's like a little bell icon, and if you change that, it comes up as just like the normal bell, but then there's like a bell with 2 little lines on it. If you change it to the bell with the 2 little lines on it, then YouTube will notify you when they put a new video up. So for a lot of things, like if you're watching Flosstubes, people tend to do them quite regularly. So if you don't want to miss things by people that you really like, if you subscribe to them and then hit the little bell notification and then put it onto all, which is the bell with the 2 little lines next to it, then you'll get to see everybody's stuff. And there's so many amazing Flosstubers out there. Oh, we have a Lily. Hello. Oh, she's a lap dog. Hello, Gary. Oh, she's got a very wet nose. She just spotted me. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go, and I will be back next week with another Flosstube. And hopefully some progress. That's for the weekend. I want to get the page finish on Ravens. It's page 6 out of 12. I think it's like 9 full pages, and then there's partial pages at the bottom. So I think I'm on page 6, but all the bulk of the stitching is at the top. So I'm going to go with that. So I want to get page 6 finished on that, and I want to get a reasonable amount done on my head cell, so that I can show you on Monday. Hi. Oh, bless her. She actually does think she's a lap dog. She doesn't realise that she's massive. She's not massive, but you know, she's not a lap dog. Right, I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. Bye bye. You can say bye bye. Look at the people. Look, who's that? Oh my god. Right, I'm going.